Frank Pecораro's high-stakes whiskey. Bet it all. You'll still want another glass. In the neon haze of Vegas, there's only one drink worth putting on the table. Frank Pecораro's high-stakes whiskey. Smooth as silk, strong as an uppercut, and aged in barrels that have seen more action than a backroom craps game. Features: old school blend, distilled with the same fire that built the Strip and burned down half of Jersey. Hints of smoke, leather, and just a touch of danger. Poured strong enough to make you forget the house always wins. Goku D'Angelo, one sip, and I swore loyalty twice. Mikey the Hammer. I drank it on the blackjack floor, and the dealer folded before I even played. Lopez. Technically, this bottle's evidence. Practically, best whiskey I ever confiscated. Special offer. Order now, and Frank throws in a loaded dice rocks glass. Guaranteed to roll lucky, at least once. Frank Pecораro's high-stakes whiskey, where the odds are against you, but the drink's always in your favor.
Muggs, what the fuck you doing in there, you prick?
Bambi's Twisted Tales, The Three Little Pigs, Blood on the Bricks. Three brothers, three streets. Brooklyn wasn't kind to dreamers. You either played the game or you got played. That's where the Pig Brothers came in. They weren't real pigs. Nah, they were fat-fingered, pink-cheeked wise guys who inherited their father's taste for the streets, but not his brains. Pops had been a numbers guy for the old crew, but he got clipped outside a candy store. The three brothers were left with nothing but ambition and a warning. If you build it cheap, it falls cheap. Vinny Pig, the oldest, lazy as hell but greedy. He figured the quickest way to get rich was with fast scams, counterfeit sneakers, fake Gucci, cheap cigarettes smuggled in crates. He stacked his empire in a warehouse made of straw bales, 'cause it was the cheapest spot on the docks. Mikey Pig, the middle one, he thought he was clever, opened stick-built clubs, gambling dens that could be knocked up in a night and torn down before the cops raided. He hired wannabe goons with sticks and bats to guard it all. Tony Pig, the youngest, he watched, learned, knew shortcuts kill. He saved, invested, bought up legit fronts, laundromats, pizzerias, a block of brick townhouses. His world was built on bricks, both literally and in reputation. The city laughed at the Pig Brothers until the wolf came. The wolf wasn't no bedtime monster. He was flesh and blood, a collector, a lone wolf Shylock who came from Jersey with debts in his ledger and blood on his boots. Black hair slicked back, long coat flapping like a cape, cigar smoke pouring out of his nose like dragon breath. He worked one motto: if I knock, you pay. If you don't, I huff, I puff, and I blow your whole fucking world down. His first knock was on Vinny Pig's straw house. "Vinny, Vinny," the wolf crooned through the door. "You been selling me fake sneakers, huh? You think I don't notice the glue peel after one rain?" Vinny, fat and drunk, laughed from behind the straw walls. "Hey, get lost, wolf. This joint's airtight. You ain't blowing down nothing." The wolf didn't blow. He poured gasoline, lit a match. Foom! The straw went up in flames, smoke choking the sky. Vinny screamed, banging at the door, but straw don't hold heat. When the fire died, all that was left was a roast pig with a fake Rolex melted to his wrist. Word spread fast. Mikey Pig doubled his guards, posted bats by the door of his stick-built gambling shack. Dice clattered on the table, whiskey poured, girls laughed, but the wolf was coming. Midnight, knock knock. Open up, Mikey, the wolf growled. You late on payments. Vinny didn't make good. Now you got to cover his end. Mikey snorted. I got boys here, wolf. You try blowing this place down, you'll get cracked. The wolf smiled. He didn't huff, didn't puff. He kicked the door in. One by one, the boys went down, bones snapping like twigs, sticks shattering in the wolf's hands. He tied Mikey to a chair, shoved a cigar in his mouth, lit it. You built on sticks, kid, the wolf whispered, and sticks break. When the morning came, Mikey was gone. The gambling shack was rubble, another pig off the board. Tony Pig had watched both his brothers fall. He wasn't soft like them. He ran his brick empire from a 3-story townhouse on the corner, cameras on every pole, soldiers on payroll, priests on retainer, and lawyers on speed dial. When the wolf came knocking, Tony didn't hide. He opened the window, cigar glowing. Wolf, he called down. You huffed and puffed, you burned and broke, but you ain't blowing down bricks. The wolf snarled. He set fire. The flames licked but didn't climb. He fired bullets. They sparked off the mortar. He circled the block, looking for cracks. But Tony's crew was ready, rifles from the windows, pistols from the alleys. The wolf huffed, he puffed, but instead of smoke it was gunfire, and this time it was the wolf who bled. They say Tony buried the wolf's bones under his foundation. From then on, folks called him Mr. Pig, boss of the bricks. Tony kept building, laundries, diners, meat shops, apartments. Every brick he laid was a reminder, cheap don't last. Years later, when kids asked him about his brothers, Tony would shake his head. Vinny thought straw would save him. Mikey thought sticks would hold, but only bricks, only the strong, only the smart. That's what stands when the wolf comes knocking. And if you walked by Tony's block on a cold night, you could still smell the smoke of straw, hear the crack of sticks, and feel the wolf's shadow under the bricks. Moral of the story. Shortcuts don't last. Build on weak ground, and the first wolf that comes along will bury ya. But build something real, something solid, something with blood, sweat, and bricks, and not even the big bad wolf can blow it down. And remember, this has been another twisted bedtime story from Bambi's Twisted Tales. Fairy tales? Forget the sugar and spice. Here they come with blood, bricks, and bodies. So subscribe, smash that bell, and step into Bambi and the Pizzaverse, where bedtime stories ain't about happily ever after. They're about who survives the night.